What's going on, everyone? Just having my morning coffee and cigarette, doing some artwork, making cards. That's something I'll put a video out eventually showing a card game I'm making. I don't know, it's kind of nice. Gives me something to unwind and get my artistic side out. A little bit of drawing. Well, I got another subscriber today, so that was cool. Shout out to them. They know who they are. Appreciate it. I don't know. I figured I'm going to kind of start doing a new style of video. Get back into like conspiracies and stuff like I was doing before. I'm going to try to I've been putting out a video at least every other day here lately, so that's pretty good. Hey, I got my first hateful comment. I was actually kind of like psyched. I was like, cool. Finally, I was waiting on it. It took me 3 years. So, yeah, it was something about... It was the last video I put out. I guess it was yesterday, wasn't it? The video I put out yesterday. And it was some guy commented and said, drink you another one, homie. And I was just like, really? So I commented back, just a heads up, I quit drinking. You would see that in my other videos if you actually watched them. And 2, I commented again, and I had to say this, though. I was like, you got me laughing over here. I can't help but laugh, like, because hateful comments ain't going to hurt my feelings or nothing. I was like, dude, you got me laughing. Because, like, the one video... Not the one video, but like one of the few videos where I'm actually sober. Because I used to drink heavy. Like, if you watch my older videos, I mean, you see me drinking in the video. But it cracked me up because it's like one of the few videos where I'm like actually sober. I got some guy saying drink another one. I guess it's where I stutter and my voice is real low. It's real baritone. I don't know, I lose my train of thought and I stutter sometimes, and it's not that I'm drunk or nothing, it's honestly just, I'm a little burnt out. I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest, like, I have nothing to hide. I had my party in past, you know. I'm 27 years old, and I've had people think I was like 30-something, so... I know it's affected my looks and the way my brain works, and I look a little rough around the edges, but that's life, you know. And I'm not going to preach and say, you know, I'm all here mentally, or my actual brain hasn't been damaged from my past drug use and alcohol use, but I'm not going to preach to you either and say that I didn't have a good fucking time doing it. I've lived a strange life because of it, but if anything, it's given me material to talk about and material to write about if I wanted to. I mean, the crazy places and situations I've been in because of my partying lifestyle in the past. I could write a fucking book. I mean, I don't know. I could tell stories. I might make videos just telling shit that I've done and haven't done, and just different life stories. But I had good times and bad times, you know. If anything, it made life exciting. I can't go to the afterlife going, I had a boring life, you know. But that's all stories for another day. But yeah, my first hateful comment. Yeah! But, today, sorry about that little rant. Today I'm going to do, like, the first video of kind of like a little series. I've been, thinking about kind of doing. And I ain't gonna lie. So Andy Pittman, if you're watching, I kind of got the idea from you. I'm not trying to copy, but you did cancel doing it. So hit me up in the comments. But I want to kind of do like a video on cryptids, like different cryptids. This is just honestly like a little launch off of it, so I don't know how well this will turn out, especially where it's not like sometimes I have the time to make videos with slideshows and music and stuff, and then sometimes I do kind of like my older style videos where it's face-to-face talking. But today's video I'm going to talk about black-eyed children or black-eyed kids. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of them. They call it either one. They shorten it to b.e.c or b.e.k. And anyone who gets bored or something and they're into cryptids and stuff, you can pull it up on YouTube or the internet in general, and there's actually been books written on it. So pretty much this cryptid and or paranormal, they don't know if it's like ghost, like a regular ghost, or if it's like demonic. My personal opinion on them, I tend to veer more towards they're a demonic entity and or entities. But basically this started up, I think, probably early 2000s, mid 2000s is when they finally, or when black-eyed children kind of started picking up. But pretty much what it is it's like either a boy or a little girl, and they have like normal eyes, but the pupils and I guess the iris, like mine's got the blue around the black. I guess that's what it's called, the iris. The iris and the pupil are completely black. Sometimes they're like huge, sometimes they're little. So that's why they get the name black-eyed children. And pretty much the lore of it, the stories, the modern stories, the, I guess, urban legends of them is usually during like a rainy, stormy night or in the middle of the night, usually around the devil's hour, which is 3 a.m., which is when like the paranormal entities like ghosts and honestly a lot of alien encounters, cryptids, demons, witches, all that. Around 3 a.m. that's called the devil's hour, and usually around 3 a.m. is when you get a knock on your door, you know, and you open up the door and you have either a little boy or little girl or both standing at the door. And usually it'll be during like rainy days, so like they'll say, "Can I come in and dry off? I'm looking for my mom or my dad." Or, "Can I use your phone?" Or, "Can I have a glass of water?" Or, you know, "I'm lost." What it is they try to get into your house. And the black-eyed children, like the physical description of them would be, they wear like Victorian clothes, kind of like vest, bow ties, dresses, suits. They wear like old style clothing, which is not like modern like today. Like it would look weird seeing a kid dressed like that today out and about. You'd be like, that's a little odd. But pretty much, yeah. So that's a first red flag of if you see a black-eyed child. That, and they speak, the way they speak is like real old fashioned, like, "Yes sir, no sir, you know, could I have some more," you know. But that's one of the red flags right there. And two, where it's like a strange hour of the night, they're young without parents. That's another thing. But apparently one of the things they're known for is like persistence. Like if you don't let them in, they're super persistent on getting into your house. And that's where it gets creepy. So, first of all, if you ever run across one, actually, if anyone's ever run across a black-eyed child or had an experience like that, hit me up in the comments. I would love to hear about it. And fuck, if you hit me up in the comments, I wouldn't mind doing an interview with you and making a video on that. But yeah, so like they're super persistent. So like if you deny them and close the door and lock it, they're gonna keep banging on the door, and then it gets creepier. Like they'll like look in your windows and bang on the windows, bang on your back door, your front door, to the point where eventually when daylight like the crack of dawn, when daylight shows up, they vanish. And one of the superstitions, like one of the rules, is you're not supposed to talk about them. So technically, that's what summons them. So like, great, now that I'm talking about them, I'm going to get visited tonight. Now, each time, knock on wood, when I have talked about them, I haven't gotten visited or nothing. I have had weird dreams and shit like that, but that's about it. So yeah, that's one of the superstitions about them. But the other is people who let them in, supposedly they get consumed by them or vanish, or I don't know. I haven't really looked into a lot of the stories or read any of the literature on them. I should study it more. But I've heard of people letting them in the house and then getting rid of them. But yeah, pretty much kind of like a vampire, same concept. Don't let them in. But they vanish at daylight, which makes me think that they're demonic rather than like a ghost. But yeah, that's about it. That's my paranormal character, if not paranormal creature, my crypto creature for today. I'll make some more videos. There's plenty of material out there for me to make videos on. You know, you got Sasquatch, Loch Ness, Spring Heel Jack, a bunch. But that's about it. There's my video for today. Hope y'all enjoy. Like, subscribe, share. Try not to talk about the black-eyed kid or they'll get you.